What's up everybody, Chef Glenn B and I'm back in the kitchen, and today I've got another Blue Plate special for you. Chicken fried steak, but we're elevating it a little bit. Normally chicken fried steak is served with a sausage gravy. I'm serving mine with a creamy black pepper bechamel alongside peas and pearl onions, and I've got some sour cream mashed potatoes. Let's get right to it. So before we jump into country fried steak, today's somewhat special for me. And it's only special because it's today. That's it. I mean, every day is a special day, right? So I've got a 2021 Andremeli Syrah. It's actually called Andremeli number 10, but it's a Syrah. And Andremeli Syrah happens to be my absolute favorite Syrah in the world. I have had some Syrahs, have some Syrahs in my collection still, but I experienced this Andremeli, and I'm telling you, this wine, each time I've drank it, I've given it 100 points. I score my wines when I drink them, and I'm giving this 100, regardless of the vintage, because obviously vintage to vintage is different, but regardless of the vintage, 100 points, and I can't keep enough of it in my collection. So that's why I'm opening this. It's a special day. I mean, this is a very special bottle of wine, and I might not make it to the gym tomorrow. I don't know, it just depends on how I feel, we'll see. But anyway, I gotta get this thing decanted. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and pour myself a glass of it. All right, so this wine is super dark, as most Syrahs are. Really fruity nose, a little bit of minerality. These wines are produced in Santa Barbara County. Obviously, we get plenty of sunshine all over California, plenty of sunshine in Santa Barbara County. Plus, there's a coastal influence on these wines as well. Not very far from the coast at all. Really fruity nose. Let me taste it. Medium body, pretty close to full body. Nice little pop of acidity. That fruit's there. It's really, really ripe and luscious fruit. And the finish is long on this wine. My. Really, really good wine. I'm flustered. Pretty sure this is gonna be a perfect pairing for this country fried steak, along with the peas and the sour cream mashed potatoes. Let's get right into it. So in order to get these steaks breaded up, first thing I'm gonna do is I've got an egg and some buttermilk here. That egg beaten up. Add my buttermilk. Add a little salt to that. Set that aside. Now for my dredge, I've got some flour, cornstarch, garlic powder, paprika, and salt. I'm also going to add some fresh cracked black pepper. Get that mixed together. I need to season my cube steaks with some salt and black pepper. Press those seasonings into the steaks. To get my country fried steak breaded up, I'm gonna go ahead and dip them into the buttermilk and egg mixture first. Quick dip. And then into the flour. Press the flour on there. All right, so I've got all of my country fried steak breaded. We're gonna allow this to sit with the breading on it for about 10 minutes or so. I want this breading to really adhere to the steaks. For my sour cream mashed potatoes, I've got Yukon Gold potatoes. Got my water here. So I'm gonna boil these. I actually also wanna salt the water. These are gonna boil until they're nice and fork tender. They're gonna boil about 20-25 minutes or so. Let's make this black pepper bechamel. All right, I'm gonna start with my butter. I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour to the butter. Get that combined. All right, I've got a roux here, and to my roux, I'm gonna add some warm milk. I'm gonna whisk it in as I add it. All right, I've got some heavy cream I'm gonna add as well. I'm gonna bring this to a simmer, and I'm gonna allow this to simmer until it thickens. All right, the bechamel is simmering and it's starting to thicken. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some salt and black pepper, hence the name black pepper bechamel. That did it. That's good. Yeah, that's good. All right, my potatoes are nice and tender. I've drained the water out of them. What I like to do is I like to let the fire burn on them just a little bit to get the excess water out of the pan. We want to make sure that the pan is completely dry. All right, my potatoes are nice and dry. I'm gonna turn the flame off. I'm gonna add my butter. I'm gonna go ahead and mash them. All right, I've got some heavy cream that's been slightly warmed. And of course, I've got some sour cream. I'm gonna add some salt. And I've got some white pepper. Perfect. I'm ready to fry my chicken fried steak. Got my cast iron pan going. So what you want to do is you want to get your oil to about 350 degrees. A candy thermometer always comes in handy as opposed to just winging it. I mean, some of you are just so good that you know when your oil is hot and you can fry it, and that's fine. But for those of you that are not, candy thermometer is your friend, all right? So 350 degrees on the oil. We're gonna fry these about 3 or 4 minutes per side until they're nice and golden brown. So I'm gonna hold these in the oven. I've got my oven at 180 degrees. I moved my pan back to the stove. I've still got a piece of chicken fried steak frying. I'm gonna go ahead and get my peas and pearl onions going. So to do that, I've got some butter. We'll start with that. To my butter, I'm gonna add my pearl onions. You wanna saute those about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, we got some nice color on those onions. Go ahead and throw the peas in. Season it with some salt and black pepper. All right, everything's ready. Let's taste this food. Everything looks fantastic. This is old school. Blue plate indeed. Okay, chicken fried steak first. Nice and done. Delicious. Sour green potatoes are good. And those pearl onions make those peas sing. That's good. Let's see if it pairs. Wow, that brings out something really earthy in the wine. And I'm drooling it all over the place. So good. Man, so earthy, mushrooms, oh, like earth, like soil, like forest floor. That's what happens as they pair. It's absolutely delicious, but I gotta double check. It's a fantastic pairing. It's a perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn B, and as always, eat well.